Hi, this video is an extended cut of the 4-room dungeon featured in Arc 1, Episode 4 of Unprepared Casters. If you like the video, make sure to check out the show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever else you get your podcasts. And if you want to be able to run this dungeon yourself, you can download the module by joining our Patreon at the first link in the description. Enjoy the video!
You guys walk through the door, and you don't get too far before you find something else. You walk maybe 30-40 feet. You are in a... Well, it's not stone anymore. This is a lot closer to walls. If you look closely, they are stone walls that have just been super, smoothed out, made to look polished, and painted white. It's a biggish, empty-ish room that you're walking through. As you walk, you realize there is a sort of hallway off to the left, hallway off to the right. But if moving straight forward, you come to a door. It is big, tall, looks very heavy, arched at the top. There's scribbled nonsense over the top of the door. Doesn't look like any sort of language you've ever seen. And instead of one keyhole, there are 4 keyholes here.
Right.
This is the door you find yourself at.
Are there still footprints?
Well, you found one single footprint.
One single footprint. Okay, that is a clarification. I do appreciate that.
There weren't going to be footprints, but somebody spent an entire portent roll for you to find a footprint.
I know.
I think that seeing these keyholes, Deb is going to turn to Skevany and just kind of be like, oh, it looks like we're all looking for keys now. Look at that.
Yeah, it figures.
Skevany is haunted by his loss of this key.
I thought that was a good one, Deb. Good job.
Thank you.
Oh boy.
I'm just gonna try to open the door to be absolutely certain that it is locked.
It's locked. Good checking,
Great,
though.
thought so.
Good.
Just wanted to be. Wouldn't it be wild if it wasn't?
This is the kind of thorough investigation that we need from the people guarding our streets and our docks.
Oh boy.
Cool. Sir Mister's going to turn, look down the left hallway, and say, maybe there's a key down there.
Thavius is already entering it.
Oh, okay.
Great. I think I'm following.
Sir Mister,
Thavius, I love your initiative. I say as we both go down the hallway together.
Thavius has been dead silent.
Thavius hates it.
Sir Mister's gonna clock this that Thavius didn't reply. You go, Thavius, everything okay?
He's just gonna half turn around and be like, "We're wasting time."
I couldn't agree more. Let's get a move on, Thavius.
Oh my god.
Sir Mr.
The
Person,
energies.
just because you're the one who's trying the door, can you just roll perception for me?
Yeah. 16?
Yeah, so there's 4 keyholes, and they all appeared to be made out of a different kind of metal.
Okay.
There was a copper, brass, silver, and bronze sort of casing for those keyholes.
Great.
Just wanted to tell you that because you were the one up by the door. You two heading down the left hallway. Decently short hallway, and you eventually come to a door, and then you could turn right and then go to another door. So you're faced with 2 doors over here.
You try that one, I'll try this one.
Nod.
Cool. Sir Mister's gonna turn and try the one on the right.
Okay, let's start with Thavius. Thavius? Mm-hmm. You open the first door you came to, yes?
Yes.
You open it up to a room. It looks pretty empty. The walls in here are that same smoothed out polished stone, but they've been painted green. And you can see on the far wall in a corner, kind of hanging, maybe 7 or 8 feet in the air, there's a little hook with a little brass key.
It's too easy. I can't tell if that was Thavius or Kyle. That's probably Kyle.
It was definitely Kyle.
Thavius would just grab it. Thavius is just gonna grab it, guys.
Respect, Kyle. Kyle,
There it
respect. If Sir Mister is about to look into a similar scene, guess what he's gonna do?
Listen, every ounce of my D&D and video game brain is screaming no, but Thavius is just gonna grab that key.
Yeah.
There's a key there. We need keys.
I feel like only Deb would be the only one who wouldn't go for it.
Oh no.
Do you
I
know,
think Scavendy would try
Okay,
to
Scavendy.
sniff it out. Yeah.
do you know what I want?
Can't afford to do that.
Do you know what Thavius would do first, though, if I may? Can I, if I look back down the hall to the main room, can I still see the rest of them?
Yes, it's not that far, and you have dark vision, so.
Am going to just like nonchalantly turn over my shoulder and point my finger down at the rest of the fun group. And great. 73 and Deb can now hear Thavius's voice in their mind go, "I'm checking this door."
Oh,
Don't.
what,
And we can now communicate telepathically.
did anybody else, what, if Scavendy also, like, visibly sort of reacts, Deb will just sort of turn and be like, did you also hear that?
Yeah, I got it right here, and I pull it out of my head because it's an encoded thought. It's an.
I do not know what you two are referring to, but as I was saying, this is quite a clean cave, even though I have not been in one like this before. At least I assume it has been underground, but then I suppose, if there are skeletons rummaging around, they might have done a good job. Don't know if they were the ones who were keeping it all up to date and all of that things.
Thavius, roll perception, please.
Oh, boy.
Can I have Deb start heading that way?
Yeah, for sure.
Over to Thavius? Okay.
Let's see. I got another natural 20. I
Kyle.
swear. I swear. I need to start
Kyle.
filming my rolls.
Thavius, you start to step into this room. This room it's 20 by 20 feet. And as you walk in, you realize just like a trick of the light that's just coming in from the glowing 73 down the hall, just the way it flashes. You realize that the middle 10 by 10 feet is taken up by some sort of jelly ooze in a cube.
I will not step into that. And I will just telepathically blast to the two I connected to. The room is oozing.
Oh, well, that's concerning.
You
Deb is gonna scrunch up their face and think really hard, is this a two-way thing? And they don't say that out loud.
I definitely hear you.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Nice. And Deb is gonna continue making their way over to that room.
Yeah, you can pretty
Can
much
you
be there
describe
now.
this ooze?
What's
What is the ooze look like?
it's clear cube ooze, transparent.
This clear cube ooze.
Mm.
It's rather
And
large.
I cycle through my memory banks. With a history check, I would assume.
Yeah, nature, I guess, because it's a
Nature, yes.
gross
yes,
monster
yes.
thing.
What?
It's probably friendly. It's probably nothing.
Nature.
Can I also roll one?
That's a dirty
since I've
20.
also
Sure.
been- Oh, well, no.
Yeah, these are gelatinous oozes, and they like to absorb and digest living matter.
You might be dealing with some sort of gelatinous ooze that would digest you if you set foot in there. You would want to stay clear.
I have a question. Mm-hmm. Is it possible for me to just jump over the entire gap and grab the key?
No.
Sure.
It's a 10 by
So-
10 by 10 cube. Yeah. The key is on the opposite wall in the back right corner, hanging off a little hook, 7 or 8 feet up.
You looked through it.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Lovely.
It's a transparent cube.
I'm gonna just we'll just stay as close to the wall as possible.
Okay. Roll initiative for me if you would.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
cool. That's fine.
It's just ooze. You got this.
You said if you would. What if I wouldn't?
You can't come into the room. It's a requirement. Into the room is the initiative, unfortunately.
At this
walk
point,
into the
I
room
think
and then I
Sir Mister's
don't.
already been completely devoured by the gelatinous cube that's in the other room, and he's dead.
I got a 15.
You got a 15? Okay. So you can move. What's your movement speed?
Regular old 30.
30? So you can move to where that key is in the corner. Like, you can get to underneath it in your turn. It is 7 feet in the air. How tall are you?
I'm a little over 6 feet.
So you can probably reach that just fine. Little
Do a
bit
little
of
hop.
stretching. But that's your go. That's your
Sure.
turn, is just getting there. And
Great.
then it is the cube's turn, sir.
Don't like that.
That's really a shame, because you are backed into a corner, and this cube
Feels that way.
This cube has the speed to just come get you. Theoretically, you can make a dex save, but even if you successfully save, you would just get pushed 5 feet back. You do not have 5 feet to go.
That's technically true.
Does this all track for you so far?
It is tracking. I
Yeah.
don't like the tone of your voice.
We can see the gears
What
in
I'm
Kyle's
saying-
head turning.
Is it doesn't matter if you make a successful dex save. You are simply getting engulfed by a cube that slowly just schloops its way towards you in a really disgusting and concerning manner. And you are now inside a gelatinous cube. You're holding the key. You are holding a brass key in your hand. You have it. You are in a cube.
I literally, Devon 73 will just hear, I am in the room, Ooze.
Oh!
Oh no.
You do take damage from being in the cube. So I'm just gonna roll that for you. Well, you take some cube damage
Yeah.
as you do. You're gonna take 11 cube damage. It's actually acid damage as it starts to attempt to digest you. You're in a cube. What you can do
I am in a cube.
on your turns, it's a pretty low strength save to escape the cube, to basically swim through it and appear 5 feet outside of it. Now it is your turn again. You're in the ooze.
Cool. I don't like this. I'm just
No?
gonna teleport out of it
Yes! There he is!
because I don't want to take a chance on a strength. So I'm gonna teleport 30 feet out of it towards the door. Which makes my form very, very shimmery.
Yep.
The entirety of my body looks vaguely like what my soul looks like when I unleash it for a little bit.
Horrifying.
Can I get with that teleport? Do I get to the door?
Yeah, you can get back outside the room if you want, because you can teleport 30 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I just close the door?
Yeah. Here's the thing. It can't fit through the
Bye.
door anyway. It's
Yeah,
too big
I
to
was
fit
gonna
through the
say,
door.
I don't feel the need to fight it. I'm just gonna close the door. I'm gonna close the door and go see how service the person's doing.
All right.
Deb is like charging up
Nice
with their
and easy.
rapier out, like
Job done.
I will telepathically be like, I have the key.
What?
I'm not in the ooze anymore.
I'm glad that you escaped. We are also like 2 feet away from each other, so you don't have to speak in my mind.
Deb
Yeah.
turns around, noticing for the first time.
You were facing away
I've been
from
saying
the-
it's like I've been saying like
funny.
Deb's headed down the hallway. Deb is still headed down.
Yeah,
How
yeah,
long
yeah.
is this hallway?
It's not very long at all.
I think that Deb just sort of turns to Hope and is like, "Oh yeah, just so you know, Thavius he can speak into people's minds. Apparently, he did sort of connect, himself with Skevendy and I. So, I'll try to only like speak in my mind to Thavius, but when we're doing that sort of communication. But if we're all just silent for a while, we might just be chatting, and I'm sorry about that. I'll try to communicate to you
Leaving her
aloud."
out.
I do appreciate you letting me know, Deb. That is so considerate and kind of you to think of me in this way.
Sir, Mr. Person, you walk into this room. You are once again faced with those smooth walls. These ones are painted red. It is a 25 by 25 foot space. And in the absolute dead center is a altar pedestal. Some sort of stone table. It's maybe 4 feet tall. That's the only thing you can see in here.
Okay.
It's a pretty smallish table, maybe 3 by 3 foot square.
I guess can I go up and inspect it and see if I see anything peculiar about
sure.
it? See if there's like anything that opens or anything that a button I can press or something?
Roll an investigation check for me.
Okay. 12?
12?
Yeah.
It's made out of stone. It's kind of that same polished-y stone the rest of it is. Once you get close to it, you can see sort of all along the perimeter of the outside here are little symbols. I don't know if they'd make any sense to you. You'd maybe recognize them like, that could be magic, could just be a language you don't know. One of them just looks like a little picture of fire. That's what you get with your 12. You're the only one in there, yes?
Yeah.
Excellent. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
We're not worried.
What you're looking for is pretty easy. You sort of look at the table. You don't really know what that's about. So you look around the rest of the room. There is no door.
Like including, there's not even the one that I came through.
Correct. There is no door.
Friends?
I have worse news.
Hello? Oh, okay.
The walls are closing in on you.
Oh no!
Haley?
You have a 2-minute timer.
Okay.
All 4
Great.
walls are slowly scratching their way towards you.
Do us
Okay.
outside us hear anything?
Roll perception for me. I do have a 2-minute timer up that I have just thrown.
The
at
first
Gus.
thing... Yeah. So I gotta talk. The first thing that Sir Mr. Person's gonna do is scream as loud as he can. Does anything happen?
Perception from Scavity real quick.
19.
You do not hear anything.
Great. The next thing Sir Mr. Person's gonna do is very, very quickly investigate like the bottom corners of the wall, see if there's anything he can maybe jam like a sword in there to stop the walls from closing.
Roll investigation.
Another natural 2.
Doesn't look like there's enough space, and if there
He got a
was, it
10.
would probably break whatever you were trying to put in there.
DM, he got a 10.
I got a 10. I portented 10. Oh wait, I think you have to see me to do portent.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Sir
Never
Mr.
mind.
is going to, he's gonna see the icon that has fire on it, and he's gonna stick his torch in it and try to light it on fire. See if that does anything.
You're trying to get it on the fire. Nothing's like catching. It doesn't seem to like it's sparking at all even. You're at about half the space you were when you started. You're at 45 seconds.
Great. Sir Mister's gonna start saying his prayers. He's gonna like try to like pull on the thing in the on the pedestal in the middle,
Roll
push
strength.
it down, do anything,
Strength.
see if it can move. Strength? Check.
Yeah.
19.
19. It starts to budge, but it's like affixed to the ground. You move it just a little bit, like you tilt it.
I have
Nothing
15 seconds left.
happens.
I'm gonna hit it with my sword as hard as I can.
Roll to hit.
That's the only thing I know how to do
Yep, roll
left.
to hit.
17 to hit.
That's gonna hit a table. Roll some damage.
Great.
3.
3, 2, 1. I'm out of time.
Well, you did it
6, 10 bludgeoning damage plus 3 fire.
You take your big fancy new greatsword and you slam it onto the stone table. You watch it spark as the fire that this sword creates just tries its best to light this thing on fire. And the walls get closer and closer, and they're closing and they're closing. And I don't know if you've ever been claustrophobic before. You're damn well claustrophobic now. And as the walls fold in around you, you are now inside the illusion, and you can see a key hanging around the back wall.
I'll go get the key.
Oh my god. Just like the psychological torture that Sir Mr. Person just
Gonna
went
give
through
him
versus...
psych damage on that one?
We were so focused. We were so focused on what he was seeing that none of us even tried to open the door. You guys.
Well, I wouldn't have a
I don't
reason
think-
to be concerned.
Do you
yet.
all even... Wait, yeah, what? Wait, yeah, I screamed as loud as I could and no one heard
No
me.
one heard
That's
it.
kind of wacky.
Yeah,
Magic
and also like...
shit, baby.
I also did not want to use any of Gus's 2 minutes that he
That was the biggest power move I've ever seen. Haley just pulled up a timer on her phone, held it at the camera, and said, "And the walls are closing in." And we all panicked.
Oh, Sir Mr. Person, you can confidently, calmly stride through these illusory walls, and you grab a little copper key that's hanging off a hook, and you can just make it. The door has reappeared. You can see it now that
Yes.
you're inside of this illusion that's converted.
You all see Sir Mr. Person exit this room looking like he's seen a ghost.
Oh, hey, Sir Mr. Person. Oh, you got the key. That's great.
Are you okay?
How
A
did it
trembling
go?
hand, like you see the key just jangle around in my hand. I drop it on the floor. I like bend, I like lose my balance, and I fall onto one knee as I'm going to pick up the key, and I hold it up. I go, I got it.
So, Mr. Person, do you need a hug?
I wouldn't mind one.
Can we all give everyone a hug? I think that would be best.
I love this because with her hoop skirt, she's the worst person to give a hug.
Oh, yeah.
Very good hug.
But also, she's
I'm
so
also
tall.
wearing a full suit of armor.
You just get you get a very polite side hug from a hug.
I feel like she really has to lean for the hoop skirt.
Yeah, she has to lean. It's just around the shoulder.
It would just push on the side, so just one side of you would have a hoop skirt way tilted out
Sure.
at a crazy angle.
For the record, it would make a
Yes,
bad
darling.
group hug.
I don't know how hoop skirts work.
I
and I think that's
love
okay.
wearing hoop skirts. Are you kidding? I have a huge one.
I
Yes,
love that we
yes,
have our
absolutely.
designated hoop skirt physics
They're
expert
so
on the
fun.
podcast,
I
which is
can't
fantastic.
go up my own stairs while I'm wearing it because it's too big.
I do
very
think that Deb joins in on the hug though.
Yeah.
Other
Deb.
side, but does give a full hug.
And Sir Mr. Person enjoys the hug for a moment and then starts feeling claustrophobic and goes, okay, all right, that's enough. That's enough.
Okay, all right.
I am
sorry.
glad that you are feeling better after that.
Sorry, I accidentally
This
gave
is
your
gonna-
character a phobia.
Oh my
I
god.
love it. Thavius is gonna pick up the key that Sir Mr. Person dropped, and then push it against Sir Mr. Person's chest, and look him dead in the eyes and say, "Stand up, warrior. We are not finished yet."
Oh my god.
Wordlessly, Sir Mr. Person gets that very serious look back on his face, remembers that he has a mission to do, and stands up at Thavius's request.
Absolutely incredible. The
I like
levels
to
of
imagine
encouragement.
they do the forearm clasp.
Yes.
Together.
Predator handshake.
Yes.
Fantastic.
I bonk him on
guys
the
have two
helmet with my
keys.
quarterstaff.
With what?
With my quarterstaff. Yeah, I always have an arm behind my back, both for cranking reasons and old man reasons, and so I just kind of a little bonk, just a little bonk.
Weirdly affectionate.
I know.
The nicest thing he's
All
ever
right.
done to you. You guys have
Two keys down. Three to go, Scavendy. 3 keys to go.
I'm also dripping with acid.
Oh wow, yeah.
I go, Thavius, what happened over to you?
I got eaten by floor ooze,
Oh, sounds pleasant.
but I left.
That's
No,
not
read
glad
the
you're
person of all
safe.
that.
We are glad to hear that.
Well, I think there's another hallway, yeah?
Yeah, let's go look at
All
that.
right. Maybe let's do a buddy system from here on out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys go down the other hallway, you find yourself in a very similar situation. There is the first door you come to, and then if you were to, in this case, take a left, you would be at another door as well. So there's 2 more doors.
Well, who's going with me down to this one on the left?
I'll stay with you, my defender.
Well, I might need a little defending myself after that one, but I'll keep you safe always, Scavendy.
Aww.
I think
Instructor
that
to do.
since we have an odd number of people, I think that Deb will head down with
Okay.
both of them.
Cool.
I'll join you as well, Sir Mister.
Going to have your long bread?
I don't. Okay.
Oh,
It's just not their name!
I didn't like it. It's pronounced Deb, but
Eh?
I think that Deb will rummage in their bag and pull out a non-magical, so no inspiration associated, but I will give Sir Mr. Person a brownie just to sort of be like, I'm sorry that you had a rough time in there. Here's
Deb, thank you.
Here's something for you.
Oh, this is just what I needed. Single bite. Very hungry.
It doesn't chew it.
It's right down the hatch, directly down the hatch into the stomach.
I do think that, like, the way that Sir Mr. Person has been acting on this adventure, I don't think that, like, unless we've had, like, a collective mealtime, I don't think that he's, like, stopped to, like, eat anything.
That's true.
He's burning a lot of
true.
fuel. He's
Yeah, so I think that Deb's gonna, like, notice, like they know that he eats really fast, but I think that they're gonna, like, hear that comment and just kind of be like, okay, so we're just gonna keep on.
Yeah,
just gonna make sure.
that'd be great. That'd be great, Deb. Yeah, I mean, I don't know who you want to.
I guess that leaves Hope and I for the other one.
Oh, Thavius, we are joined together once again.
Thavius
Y'all are
nods.
cute. All right, so
I didn't even register that was sort of how we divided ourselves. Was like the Summerview folks and
Oh wow! What a
and
coinky
The
dink!
folks from far away.
the travelers, the outsiders.
Invaders!
no. Sir Mister charges into his room, followed by Deb and Skev73. We'll deal with what that means later.
Haha.
Hope and Thavius, are you just walking into this one?
Yeah, is the door open?
It's unlocked, yeah.
Yeah, I'll open the door.
Okay.
And I am right behind.
You open this door to see another 20 by 20 foot room, Thavius. This one is not painted
I'm
green.
immediately looking for an ooze. It's the only thing I'm
You
looking
can roll
for.
perception for me. This one, the walls are not painted green. They are painted blue. What is your perception, sir?
I got a 21.
There is no ooze. At the very least,
Yes.
there's not a big floor ooze, and you're not seeing any
Oh.
oozes anywhere else.
That's all I wanted.
It's all turning up Thavius. Here's what you guys see in this room. The left, back, and right wall all have levers on them. They're all placed in the upright position. And that's all you can see in here. There are, if you count them out, there are 26 levers.
Oh, wow, that is
Good
a
luck.
lot of levers.
Hey,
Well.
real glad that I'm not in there.
Yeah, we picked the
Thavius
right
is
door,
going to-
Summerview gang.
Davies is gonna point to the left wall, start walking towards the right wall, and say, I guess we start pulling.
All right.
Oh boy, gang.
You're like, nope.
All right, you know what? You guys
Davies
start.
doesn't understand.
You guys start strategizing. Let's cut to the other room.
Okay.
Yeah, all you guys see
yes.
is room, 26 levers. Have fun. The other, other room.
Yes.
Kyle's so mad.
It's so many. It's so many.
I'm not mad, I'm just tickled and confused.
Just start, thinking about what that could mean. Bum. I'm just trying to pull something.
Is someone
up that
26 years old? Like, these-
What?
Wait.
Oh.
So
No,
is
it's the
that
alphabet.
even?
It's the alphabet, yeah?
Oh, Hope is smart. Hope's got some brains. Hope is smart.
That's very exciting. Because I was about to be like, 26 isn't even divisible by 3.
Literally, I was like,
Well,
"There's."
it's
I was
all
like,
the
26
importance
has
that
no
number has.
meaning as a number in any context.
That's
one
not
I was
meaning.
ready to
It's
write
got-
it off.
Don't actually know. Wait,
entirely.
is it the alphabet? Because I just said, I know
It
that
is
that's,
the
that's
alphabet.
20. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Like, there's nothing else.
Sorry, I just needed to pull something up for this next room. And
It's
my
the 26
computer
colors of the
hates
rainbow.
me.
Spell
26
fuck
colors.
immediately.
Yeah, all 26.
Yeah.
Roy G. Bishop was the British.
Disrespectful.
all of the
I was
extra
thinking
ones
that
were
it was in the
after
middle, but you
Reggie
just
Bale.
added a bunch of
It's
colors
just
at
more
the end.
Kyle. Kyle,
As
are
like
you
people discovered
okay?
more,
That's just, that acronym, that 26 random letters is another indie song name.
Like I said, we've spent the past 2 episodes just coming up with the most amazing music.
The ideas for the most amazing music.
Wins the EP dropping.
Boy.
Haley, what's in this
That's
room?
you.
Sir, Mr. Person. Sir, Mr. Person, you enter this room, charging in.
I think making sure that staying close enough to Scavany, torches away, because Scavany's with me. So, you know, staying close enough to Scavany that he can still light the way. Still pretty shaken from the first room, so not with nearly as much gusto as before, but I am still the protector, so I am still going to enter first. With gusto.
I think Deb's definitely gonna be like, we'll be right behind you.
All right, but you are leading the way, heading in first. You walk into this room. Again, door opens super easy. Seems fine. The walls in this room are that same polished stone, but they are black.
Okay.
Boy. Sir, Mr. Person,
What up?
would you please roll initiative for me?
Oh, I'd love to, Haley.
Excellent. I will do the same.
Our room is just fight.
I got a fat 9.
Fat
Disgusting.
9.
Yeah.
Let me make sure.
It's even more than 8.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I
That's
win the
like-
fight, correct?
You win Dungeons and Dragons.
Did the whole
That's the
thing.
perfect number.
Right there.
With a
Telling
9?
me that's a 9?
Now, see, the fun thing is that thing I was just killing my computer to try and pull up was actually your character sheet. Because as
Hate
you
that.
walk into this room,
Yeah.
step in, you feel a little like shift, and then you are suddenly facing yourself in all shades of grays and blacks, wielding the exact weapon you are wielding. Around this shadow, Sir Mr. Person's neck, is a chain with a silver key.
He's been scarred enough. Why are you doing this to him?
I hate
The most
it here.
fearsome rival I can possibly imagine.
Has it got red eyes too?
Black eyes, sorry.
Sir Mr.
Familiar
Person
with shadow.
forgets that Scavendy and Deb are right behind him and completely locks in on his own eyes.
Sir Mr. Person,
What up?
I am looking at your AC, and I know that a 19 beats it.
Oh yeah, certainly, yeah.
So, this pretender, this foe, Sir Mr. Person, is going to strike at you with your fancy new greatsword, even. It's going to strike you right in a space between plates of your plate mail. You're going to take 9 sword damage and 3 fire damage.
For a total of 12.
For a total of
Ouchie.
12. And then he's going to step back in his dueling stance. And then it is your turn, and then we'll check back with 73 and Deb.
I'm gonna growl at myself. I suppose we're past the point of me asking for the key.
He just smiles back at you.
Very well. I am going to activate a use of fighting spirit,
All right.
and I'm going to attack myself. Gang, I rolled 2 3s.
Oh.
Wild.
Mr. Person.
Enjoy your 3s.
I'm so sorry. It's such a bad day for you.
I really thought I was going to do a hit on that one.
If you kill service person, I would be very upset.
I kill him with himself.
Sir Mr. Person is very frustrated that he did not hit, so he's going to action surge.
Okay. Try again.
Let's try that again.
What's there for?
Here's a question, Haley.
Yes, darling.
Since Sir Mr. does not have a shield, that makes his AC 16 instead of the 18 that it was before. I assume that this Sir Mr. as well has an AC of 16.
Yes, correct.
That means that I exactly hit. I rolled a 10.
Hey, get him.
Oh, my God. Okay. That's 2d6 plus a d4. Where's my other d6? There it is. That is 10 bludgeoning plus 1 fire.
Okay. I mean, he looks
I
hurt.
already used my bonus action for fighting spirit. That was 2 actions, both to attack. Yep, that's the only thing I can do. That's my turn. That's my turn.
Okay, Skevany3 and Deb, what are you guys doing?
Are we seeing this all happen?
Yes, you're not in the room currently, but you can see it through the opened door.
Oh, Deb's definitely going in there.
You're going in?
Oh,
Yeah.
Skevany, are you going in?
I'm definitely hesitating for at least a couple actions.
At least a couple
actions. Deb, you step into the room. You make it about 5 feet. You feel something. Your foot almost like slips, and then you are now facing a little Deb in monochrome colors. Please roll initiative to go into the order.
Okay. Is Sir Mr. Person also there?
Yes.
Okay.
Your Deb does not have a key.
Okay. I rolled a 17.
Okay.
I am going... Is it still my turn? Sorry.
It is still your turn.
I am going to turn to the shadow Sir Mr. Person and cast Hold Person.
Okay.
Hold person.
Oh,
Hold
Yes.
person.
Is Hold.
Just hold him for a while. Honestly, he needs it.
So, I guess if he could make a wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
And then also, my max HP is temporarily elevated.
Mhm.
I don't know how that's going to work. If you want it to just be the original
they
HP.
have your regular HP. I'm trying to pull that up now. Gus, I
Good to
did
know.
just close Sir Mister's sheet because I thought I had everything I needed, and then somebody is making him make a wisdom save. So
Yeah, he's got a +0 to wisdom saves.
well, I rolled a
Excellent.
19.
Excellent news. Fuck.
No.
Hey, my
Disrespectful.
Percy dice,
Absolutely
you know?
disrespectful.
It's just like Talus and Daphne.
You know. Great. I'm going to then inspire Sir Mr. Person. I'm just going to dig into my bag and pull out another muffin from the other day and toss it to him and just kind of say like, if you want, we can always kind of trade. I don't think it'd take much for you to get rid of that one, pointing to the shadow version of myself. And after completely whiffing when I was... Anger.
It was a good move. It was a good idea.
Okay.
I'm gonna say when Deb offers for me to take on Shadow Deb, I go, I can do this, and inhale the muffin that they just gave me.
Great.
Absolutely wonderful. Skevany, you're just hanging out, yeah? All right. If you wanna think about it and go after Shadow Deb.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic.
Okay. Shadow Deb is going to reach into their shadow holster, and it says you have a rapier on your character sheet.
I do.
So that is what Shadow Deb will be using.
I used it last fight against the
You
skeletons.
did. I think I just forgot which blade you were using.
Yeah.
They're going to step up and try to hit you with it. I rolled a 2, so I don't think that it's gonna do it actually.
It doesn't. It's
so
amazing.
They step up, slash. It looks clunky. You dodge, and they step back. Skevany3, are you doing anything?
No, I think I'm gonna wait a little bit longer.
Okay. That brings us back to Shadow Sir Mr. Person, who's going to again try and hit you.
I'd like to see it happen.
I rolled a 4, so he's not gonna hit you.
Haha!
Step
You
up,
fool!
attempt to get you in that exact same spot, but you know the maneuver now. You move, it clinks off your armor, steps back, and now it is your turn. Sir.
Calling my shot here. This is gonna be a crit.
Okay. We love
Okay,
that.
all right.
Damn.
All right.
Here we go.
Yeah, let's
Attacking
go.
with my
Let's see
great
it, let's
sword.
see it.
Reminder that failures are also technically crits.
Kyle, why would you even put that energy
Kyle?
into the universe?
Kyle, we're gonna support
Watch
our
the- all right.
franchise.
Let's just see what happens
If this
here.
isn't at one, you guys can
Oh,
pick
okay.
it
It wasn't a crit, but it's still a natural 17 plus 6, 23.
All natural 7.
That will do it.
Yeah.
Fantastic. That is 11 bludgeoning
Okay.
plus 3 fire.
You have 13 hit points left. And you just dealt 14, I believe.
Yes, I sure did.
Incredible.
So you angrily, full of rage, that this man is pretending to be you and not being knightly about it in the slightest. You cleave into him and you watch yourself fall nearly bisected to the floor.
Gasping for air, as I'm gasping for air, bending down to pick up the key, I go, "There's only one, sir, Mr. Person."
Yes, there is!
The most generic man in the world.
Yes!
Person.
If anybody is going to make fan art of any moment, please do
Only
that
one
one.
person.
The default RPG character man saying there is only room for one. Oh,
It gets to be a point where you're so generic that you're unique, and I think that that's exactly
I
where
think
Sir
that's-
Mr.
yeah.
Person's found himself.
That's absolutely
Perfectly hit that nail right in the head, threading that needle.
true. But
People
also,
think surely no man could be that average. And
Oh man.
Sorry, Jenny, I think I interrupted.
I think with the rest of my movement though, I'm gonna run over and protect Deb from Shadow Deb.
Oh, just stay in melee so that you can. Deb, it is your turn.
Deb is going to kind of look at the fact that the key has been gotten and that Shadow, Sir Mr. Person's dead, and is going to kind of be like, okay, so I guess I could have just sat this one out.
Get out of here, Deb. I got you. I got your back. Run.
Oh, okay. So I guess I'll just turn around.
Do you want to disengage or let Deb try and swing at
Oh
it?
yeah, you can fully disengage. I don't even
Yeah.
need to. Yeah.
If you're not trying to do anything else, you can. Because
Here's the
disengage
thing.
is your action.
I don't really care if I get hit because I'm not very strong. And I do just kind of want to vicious mockery this other Deb on the way out.
Yeah.
So it is going to be
How can you
a
resist?
wisdom saving throw, which
Wisdom
I'm
save.
great at.
Well, then why are you
They know they're not very wise.
forcing that to yourself? If my computer could behave once. You know why this is
It
the
is
thing where
not.
it's like, you want to look at a character
never.
sheet? Absolutely not. 12.
Yeah. That does not save.
What do
so
you
I'm gonna
say to
roll
yourself?
my D4. Oh gosh, I didn't even think about this. I think they're just gonna turn and say to themselves. I think they're gonna say it in Gnomish. I think they're just gonna kind of go. I don't even know if you can understand because you're not really me, but I would advise that you sit down and try and impersonate somebody else next time.
Sir Mr.
was
Person,
not-
who does not speak Gnomish, says, "Sick burn, Deb!"
As they very politely say this thing and then turn around and walk their 30 feet out of the door.
Absolutely. Just walk right into Skeventy3, who's just been hanging out in the doorway.
As they rejoin,
Look, a Shadow 73 is not something I want to experience ever.
Yeah, I do
So
not-
it's
I
good.
don't-
It's good that he's
It's
staying
very
out of
good.
it.
Absolutely not.
as
I
yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, I do say in Skeventy's mind, since we're apparently now telepathically connected, I just kind of go like, oh, hey.
Unfortunately, you two cannot speak with each other.
Oh yeah, I think it's just with Thavius. Hey,
Oh,
hey
you
Thavius,
tried,
can you
though.
tell Skeventy, oh hey?
I just, Deb makes some very awkward eye contact with Skeventy3. And, like, it's just sort of smiling, like, yeah, he could for sure hear me right
Yeah,
now.
you accidentally say it. You just say it to
You-
Thavius, but
you
you
get
think you're
back
saying
up.
it to Skeventy.
Hi?
How's it going in there?
Lots of levers.
That sounds confusing.
In response to this awkward stare, I say, welcome back, peer of peers and crafter of cakes.
Thank you,
This is how Skeventy shows respect.
Skeventy.
It's a step above bread, so.
Deb, honey, your shadow self is going to try and get an opportunity attack on you.
Oh, okay,
I
I
don't know
hope
how that's
that-
going to interact with Sir Mr. Person being there.
That has
it's-
disadvantage, yeah?
Why would
Because
it?
of vicious mockery?
Oh, shit.
Is that what
Because of
Vicious Mockery
Vicious Mockery?
does?
Is that a thing? That vicious...
It might.
They have disadvantage
wrong?
on the next attack roll. It makes it for the end of its...
Then yes, disadvantage
Incredibly
on
sick.
trying to
Yeah.
hit Deb.
Hey, I think I used Vicious Mockery to kill people the last times I've done it, so
Yeah.
it didn't
It hasn't had to
apply,
have
but thank
lingering
you so
effects.
much.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Kyle.
My lower roll was an 8. So that is...
Sick, that does not hit. I
Wow,
would've
congratulations,
been-
Haley.
Thank you.
You just crit. You've
I rolled
critted
so
on.
well.
This is disrespectful.
But
I will say that I'm really glad that Shadow Deb did not hit after my very not great
After-
Vicious
yes,
Mockery.
you impersonate someone else next time. No. /
Yeah. Listen, I'm not very charismatic in real life. I will stand by that.
You're wonderful, and I love you. Positive self-talk. Anyway,
Love you too.
Shadow Deb's gonna try and hit Sir Mr. Person
Okay.
with a rapier. 16's your current AC, right?
You betcha.
I got a 17.
Ouchie.
Ouchie, ouchie. Do I even have any? Yeah, I do have a D8. That's just gonna be 6. 6 rapier damage. You wouldn't
Okay.
mind.
It
As
is happened.
Little Shadow Deb steps in and just pokes you and steps back. And then it's your turn.
So I could just disengage and
Yeah.
leave the room.
Yeah.
But as with Deb, I have a personal grudge against these imitations. So I'm just gonna go, "How dare you!" and we'll attack it.
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
Scav-93's burying his face in his palms.
Does a
Rusty palms.
Oh wait,
Crusty,
I'm not
crusty
gonna I don't know Deb's AC, but I'm just gonna go just to be safe. I'm not sure if that hits, but I'm gonna roll my bardic die.
Okay.
It's very low.
I didn't roll great, so I just want to be sure.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Oh, okay. I rolled a 6 on the bardic die. That is enough. That's, I mean, 20
Okay.
to hit.
Okay.
Now.
Yes, that absolutely hits this little Shadow Deb.
Wonderful.
Wouldn't it be sad if you were killed by a small Shadow Deb? That's
Yeah, I'd quit the podcast.
I mean, poke him in the face.
Yeah,
Because-
I would quit.
And I
Because
gave
Gus-
Shadow Deb Finger of Death.
Puts the fear of real death.
I've been
into the
rolling
hearts of this party.
Pretty damn good on my damage dice tonight. That is 11 bludgeoning
Okay.
plus 1 fire.
Oof, Shadow Deb looks fucked, but still standing.
Dang it.
It was 11 plus how many fire?
1.
Okay, so 12 total. Gotcha. It is their turn again. Just gonna try and poke you again. I don't know if you guys have picked up on this.
Do it.
These shadows can't use magic. So
Yeah, they don't. Doesn't seem like they're using spells.
they're simply using what you physically have on you. That's a 14 to hit. It's not gonna do it.
Misses.
That does make the idea of a Shadow Scav-93 much less scary.
Much funnier,
That's
I
true.
think.
Although it's not like he'd have damage spells anyway, so
Shadow
True.
Scav-93 just walking around with the quarterstaff, just bonking you for like a damage. How funny is that?
Shadow floating disc?
Shadow floating disc.
Mister's gonna first to start his next turn, second wind.
Good move.
Gets back 7. And now he's going to attack. Dirty 20.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Statistically, it is impossible for you to know.
11 bludgeoning plus 3 fire.
Oh, by so much do you kill this shadow. Your fancy new greatsword cleaves right through the neck, and the head pops off, and you have
Still a little strange for Sir Mister to decapitate Deb, shadow or not.
Deb's just gonna like from the doorway, just
I
like,
would
oh,
hope so.
Ugh.
that's deeply unsettling. Okay.
I wish you didn't have to see that, but
No.
the threat has been dealt with.
that one deserved it, you know.
You're right, Deb. You're
It's
right.
fine.
I'm gonna get out of this room.
Yes, and you have the silver key. Let's go back to the blue room. Thavius and Hope. What are we thinking?
I think unless Hope said anything, Thavius was moving to just try levers.
Oh, Thavius. I could not help but notice that there were just as many levers as there are letters in the common alphabet. And I do think it might be of a great interest to us if we were to try and spell out perhaps different combinations with the levers in which we pull.
Oh.
Perhaps we could start with key. Do you think it would be better for us to do please give us the key or just do key?
Of course, Hope would just do a really
I feel key
All
is
right.
probably better.
All right. If it does not work, I think we should try to say please.
You would know more than I do about lever puzzles.
We shall try your gut first, Thavius. You are so smart and wise that I will trust your instinct first and foremost.
Is there anything next to these levers to indicate anything, any sort of symbol?
Next to the levers, no.
Okay, then I think going from left wall to right wall, Thavius would attempt to count out where the K and then the E and the Y is, and it sequentially pull those levers.
Yeah. Do you want to tell me which numbers you would pull if you were counting them
I
out?
looked up a code.
Thank you.
I looked up
make
a
you count letters.
ABCD 3 times.
Start with 11, I believe, for K. Does anything happen?
You pull the 11th lever, and you hear something kind of like kunk.
And then try the 5th lever,
You hear a chunk.
and then try the 25th lever.
You hear stone against stone above you, and you look up and you see a little bit of the ceiling move away, and a little bronze key clatters to the floor.
Speedrun? D&D speedrun?
D&D
Do you think we
speedrun!
should say thank you to the levers?
I think so.
Should we say thank you?
Hey,
No, please. I feel it is unwise to touch more of them.
All right. Well, you are the smart one in the room. Thank you so much for your help, Thavius. It is a pleasure to be working with you again. Would you mind grabbing the key? It is a little hard for me to bend over with my hoop skirt sometimes.
He'll grab the key. I don't think he'll say anything. He thinks she's being weirdly mean to herself, but that's...
Oh, thank you,
you know
Thavius.
what?
That was just delightful.
You know what? I think he would, as he passes, just hand on her shoulder. There's very similar heights, so it's kind of weird. You're the one who figured it out. And then keeps walking.
Thavius is such a little sweetie.
So kind. You are so kind and thoughtful, Thavius. I do wish I could be as kind as you one day.
What a gentleman.
That's what Hope's lacking. Kindness. What are you guys doing?
Going back to the door.
headed on back.
Yeah, you have your 4 keys, the metals of which all match up with the different locks. The red room gave you copper, the green room gave you brass, the black room gave you silver, and the blue room gave you bronze. Now that you are back in this white room, you can put all the keys and turn them. The door swings open. The room that is exposed is lit. There are candles and torches, quite frankly, too many of both in this space. And you see a hallway. There's a lot of things in it. We'll get into that later. That's not the important thing you're looking at. What you're looking at is a long-ish hallway, and at the other end is an open door. And through the open door, you see, well, it's a skull hovering about 4 feet in the air. Bit bigger than the average skull. Not by so much that you would say no humanoid could have it, but it's a big-ish skull, wreathed in flames.
As skulls usually are.
As they usually are, you'll find. Staring at you through this open door. I don't know exactly how a skull looks surprised or exasperated, but this skull manages to look both. as it's staring at you as the door swings open and you all make the equivalent of eye contact with something that does not have eyeballs. You take a moment, stare at each other. It floats backwards a few feet. The door in front of it slams shut, so there's now a door between you. And you hear, echoing through the space, "Who dare disturb the rightful ruler of all of Hyrule?" And that's where we'll end the episode.
You are not the.
Oh my
How
god!
dare you!
Sir Mr. Person just
Sir Mr. Person charges at the door.
The monster!